In the bustling town of Oru, deep in the heart of Nigeria, there lived a young lady named Adeku. At 25, she had carved out a small but steady business as a nail manicurist. Her shop, Adeku's Elegant Touch, sat at the corner of a busy market street, where traders and shoppers passed by all day long. Though Adeku had a gift for designing the most beautiful nails in Oru, she had one great problem: she was painfully slow. When customers came in to get their nails done, they left hours later, frustrated and complaining. A whole 3 hours just to fix these nails. One woman had shouted, holding up her freshly polished fingers. "Adeku, you must learn to be fast." Another customer scolded. Day after day, Adeku received complaints, and business started to dwindle. People preferred to go to other manicurists who worked quickly, even if their designs weren't as flawless as hers. Adeku sat on a wooden stool in her tiny shop one evening, staring at her hands in frustration. "What do I do?" she muttered. "If I don't find a way to be fast, I will lose my customers completely." She tried everything. She practiced at night, forcing herself to move quicker, but her fingers just wouldn't cooperate. She drank bitter cola, hoping it would give her energy. She even tried listening to fast music while walking, but nothing helped. One day, an old woman with silver-gray hair and piercing eyes walked into her shop. She wore a long wrapper with intricate patterns that shimmered under the afternoon sun. Something about her presence felt unusual. "My daughter," the woman said, sitting down on the worn-out chair in Adeku's shop. "I need you to fix my nails, but I must warn you, I have little patience for delay." Adeku swallowed hard. She knew she wouldn't be able to work fast enough for this woman, but she had no choice. She brought out her tools and began shaping the woman's nails, trying her best to move swiftly. The woman hummed, watching Adeku struggle. "You are gifted, but your hands move like the flowing river, smooth but slow." Tears welled up in Adeku's eyes. "I know, Mama. Everyone complains about my speed. I have tried everything, but I just can't be fast." The old woman gave her a knowing smile. "Everything, you say?" "Yes, Mama." The woman reached into a small leather pouch tied around her waist and pulled out a tiny bottle filled with golden liquid. The moment she uncorked it, a sweet, calming scent filled the shop. "This is the oil of sleep," the old woman said. "Rub just a drop on your palms before you touch your client's nails. The moment you do, they will fall into a deep sleep and will not wake until you are done." Adeku's eyes widened in shock. "Mama, is this real?" The woman chuckled. "Try it and see." With that, she handed the bottle to Adeku and rose to leave. "But, Mama," Adeku called out, "how do I repay you?" The woman turned back and smiled. "Use it wisely. That is all I ask." Then, like the evening breeze, she was gone. Adeku stared at the bottle in her hands, unsure of what to do. Was this some kind of trick? Could magic like this really exist? The next morning, her first customer arrived, a young woman named Chinyu, who always grumbled about how slow Adeku was. "I don't have all day." "Oh," Chinyu said, frowning as she sat. Adeku hesitated, then quickly rubbed a single drop of the golden oil onto her palms before touching Chinyu's nails. The moment she did, Chinyu yawned loudly, blinked a few times, and slumped back in her chair, sound asleep. Adeku gasped. It worked. She quickly got to work, shaping, painting, and decorating Chinyu's nails with ease. With no one rushing her, she finished in record time. When she gave a gentle tap on Chinyo's hand, the girl woke up immediately. "Ben, you're done?" Chinyo asked, blinking in confusion. She stared at her nails, amazed. "Oh, Adiku, you are now so fast. And these nails are perfect." Adiku smiled. "I told you I would improve." From that day on, Adiku used the oil of sleep on all her clients. One by one, they dozed off the moment she touched their nails, giving her all the time she needed to walk at her own pace. Word spread like wildfire. Adiku has become the fastest manicurist in Oru, people whispered. Customers began flooding into her shop, eager to experience her miraculous speed. She became so popular that even wealthy women from neighboring villages came to get their nails done. Money poured in, and for the first time in her life, Adiku felt truly successful. But as her business boomed, so did her pride. She started charging double the usual price. "I am the best manicurist in this town," she boasted. She refused to greet old customers who had once supported her when she was struggling. She looked down on other manicurists, mocking them for being slow. One evening, as she was locking up her shop, she heard a familiar voice behind her. "So, my daughter, how have you been using the gift I gave you?" Adiku turned and saw the old woman standing there, watching her with wise eyes. "Mama," Adiku said, smiling nervously. "Oh, business has been good. Thank you so much for the oil." The woman studied her quietly. "And have you been using it wisely?" Adiku hesitated. "Yes. I mean, of course." The old woman sighed. "Pride is like smoke, it rises until it disappears. Be careful." With that, she turned and walked away. Adiku scoffed. "I have nothing to worry about." But the very next day, as she worked on a wealthy client's nails, something strange happened. She rubbed the oil on her hands as usual and touched the woman's nails. But this time, the woman did not sleep. Instead, she gasped loudly, her body stiffening like wood. My body. I can't move," the woman cried. Panic filled the shop. Other customers ran out in fear. Adiku tried shaking the woman, but she remained frozen in place, her eyes darting around in terror. The next moment, the old woman appeared at the doorway. "I warned you," she said, her voice calm but firm. "You let greed and arrogance blind you." Adiku fell to her knees. "Mama, please, help me. I didn't mean to misuse the gift." The old woman sighed, walking over to the frozen client. She placed her hand on the woman's forehead and muttered some words. Instantly, the woman gasped and relaxed, her body returning to normal. Without another word, the old woman stretched out her hand. "Give me back the oil." Tears streamed down Adiku's face as she handed over the tiny bottle. The moment the old woman took it, Adiku felt a strange sensation, like a heavy weight lifting off her shoulders. The woman turned to leave but stopped at the door. "Your talent was never the problem. You only needed patience and humility. Let this be a lesson." From that day on, Adiku never used shortcuts again. She worked diligently, improving her skills the right way. Though she was no longer the fastest manicurist, her work remained the best. And with time, she learned the most important lesson of all: true success is not just about speed, but about patience, honesty, and hard work.